important symbol, that is national animal, right? Like all other countries, even India is having something called as national animal. So what is a national animal? Generally for any country, the most important animal of that country. For example, if I take Pakistan national animal is Makor. Why Pakistan national animal is Makor? Makor is something like a hill sheep or a mountain sheep. So why Pakistan national animal is Makor? Because the Makor is only present in Pakistan and it is very rare animal, right? So for any country, the rarest animals will be the national animal. For our country, what is the national animal? National animal is Royal Bengal tiger, right? The most important question for the examination: what is our national animal? Our national animal is Royal Bengal tiger, right? Not only for India, even for Bangladesh, Royal Bengal tiger is the national animal. So why Royal Bengal tiger is a national animal? The first reason is Royal Bengal tiger is indigenous to India. Indigenous means this breed. See, this species, all this Bengal tiger. See, generally tiger is different from Royal Bengal tiger, right? This Royal Bengal tigers will be more in size, or the bigger in size when compared to the normal tigers, and they are mostly they are present in a area called as Sundarbans, and Sundarbans are the delta which are present in West Bengal as well as East Bengal, that is Bangladesh. That means wherever Ganga is forming a delta, in that delta will be having a most important animal called as Royal Bengal tiger. The first reason is Royal Bengal tiger is indigenous to India. What is the second reason? Second reason is drastically the number of Royal Bengal tigers is decreasing. That means the total numbers which are present in India are drastically decreasing. So we made Royal Bengal tiger as the national animal. But here most important question: what was the national animal before Royal Bengal tiger? That means when independence, at the time of independence, that is at the time of 1950, because we'll take generally the time of independence as 1950, because from 1950 India became something called as republic. So in the 1950 India became republic. What is national animal? National animal was Asiatic lion. So what is the national animal? National animal was Asiatic lion. But according to the Wildlife Protection Act 1971, we made Royal Bengal tiger as the national animal because the number of Royal Bengal tiger is decreasing, and mostly Royal Bengal tigers will be present in Sundarbans. See, here we have a link for our Indian history. Which of the following national leaders is called as Royal Bengal tiger? Right. See, listen to the question very carefully. Which of the following Indian leaders are called as Royal Bengal tiger? And options will be like this: A. Raja Ram Mohan Rai, B. Rabindranath Tagore, sorry, C. Subhash Chandra Bose, and D. Bal Gangadhar Tilak, right? So in this question, which of the following national leaders are called as Royal Bengal tiger? See, if I take the options, Bal Gangadhar Tilak cannot be the answer. Why? Because he is from Bombay, and Tagore cannot be the answer because he is a soft person and belongs to literature. So what can be the answers? Answers one is Raja Ram Mohan Rai or Subhash Chandra Bose. And who is called as Royal Bengal tiger? Raja Ram Mohan Rai are called as Royal Bengal tiger. Why? Because generally Roy is a very big clan in Bengal, and all the Roys will be called as Bengal tiger. So which national leader is called as Bengal tiger? That is Royal Bengal tiger, that is Raja Ram Mohan Rai. So this will be our national animal. So what is our national animal? That is Royal Bengal tiger, which is mostly present in mostly present in Sundarbans, the delta of Ganga in the Bengal. So we move on to the next symbol. The next symbol is national aquatic animal. What is national aquatic animal? See, India is having a huge species of the animals, not only the excuse me, not only the terrestrial animals, but also the animals which are living in the marine. So even India is having the national aquatic animal. What is aquatic animal? Aquatic animal is something which is living inside the water. So what is the national aquatic animal? The national aquatic animal, that is the animal which is living in water, that will be Gangetic dolphin. That will be Gangetic dolphin. See, generally from the childhood we heard that dolphins will be in the seas, but even rivers will be having dolphins. Like India is having three major rivers, that will be Indus, Brahmaputra and Ganga. All the three rivers are having dolphins. Even once upon a time Krishna, Godavari and Kaveri were also having dolphins, but presently there are no dolphins in the South Indian rivers, but all the major North Indian rivers will be having dolphins. Among the dolphins, Gangetic dolphin is very important because it is a blind animal. In the local language it is called as Susu. Susu is the local name of this Gangetic dolphin, and this Gangetic dolphin is the national aquatic animal, which is a blind animal. Why we made national aquatic animal Gangetic dolphin? Because even the numbers of Gangetic dolphin is decreasing, because due to the construction of dams and many other urbanization, the number of Gangetic dolphins are decreasing, right? Now, so this will be our national aquatic animal. Even India is having the other animal which will be called as national heritage animal. So the third animal of India will be national heritage animal. What is national heritage animal? See now, so next animal will be heritage. What is heritage? Heritage is the great thing which we acquired from our ancestors, right? Generally, what is the meaning of heritage? Heritage are the greatest things which are acquired from our ancestors. Our national heritage animal. What is our national heritage animal? Generally, our national heritage animal, that is the animal which is present from our ancient periods, and that animal will be Indian elephant, and that animal will be Indian elephant. Indian elephant is considered as the national heritage animal because our Indian culture is one of the oldest culture, not one of the oldest culture. It is one of the oldest culture among two oldest culture, that is Israel culture and Indian culture. As India culture is the oldest culture, from the starting of our culture, the only animal which is present is that is Indian elephant. And most important, note this point. What is the important point? Even Indian elephant is the sacred animal for Hinduism, right? See, in the point of history, the sacred animal for Hindus will be Indian elephant. The sacred animal of Hindus is not cow. Whose sacred animal is cow? Cow is the sacred animal of Aryans. So be very careful. Cow is the sacred animal of Aryans, and Hindu sacred animal will be elephant. Why? Because elephant is the vehicle of the most important king of Hindus, that will be called as Lord Indra. Lord Indra's vehicle is elephant, that which will be called as Airavatam. Hence Hindu's sacred animal will be elephant, right? So like some religions will be having a sacred animal, like Hinduism is having elephant. At the same way, Buddhism is having a sacred animal called as horse, Jainism is having a sacred animal called as ram, and Christianity is having a sacred animal called as sheep. So most of the religions will be having the sacred animal, and Indian elephant is a sacred animal for Hindus. So how many animals are there in our list? That is national animal, national aquatic animal, and national heritage animal. There is a fourth animal, that will be national reptile. The fourth animal is national reptile. So what is reptile? Reptile is something which is crawling on the ground. Generally, animals will be walking on the ground with their forelegs or with their limbs. But what are the reptiles? Reptiles are the animals which are crawling on their stomach. So India is also home for many reptiles. For example, India is the indigenous for a reptile called as spitting cobra. What is spitting cobra? Spitting cobra is the indigenous snake of Rajasthan, which is present in the deserts of Rajasthan. This cobra will spit venom into the eyes of the person. So India is home for many reptiles. Among the reptiles, what is our national reptile? Our national reptile is Great Indian King Cobra. Our national reptile is Great Indian King Cobra. So cobra is not the national reptile of India. Great Indian King Cobra is a national reptile, which is very, very shy animal and mostly present in the forests of Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Kerala. And it's a very shy animal. It will be not coming into the society or the civilization. It will be living in the very deep forest, and highly poisonous snake. That means most poisonous snake will be Great Indian King Cobra. It is not only most poisonous, one of the most poisonous snakes, it is also longest poisonous snake. Very important bit. Which of the following snakes is the longest poisonous snake? The answer is Indian King Cobra. Which of the following reptiles are the national reptile of India? Again, answer will be Indian King Cobra. And cobras are the only snakes which will be eating the other snakes. Generally, a animal will not eat the animal of its own species, but cobra will eat other snakes. So that animal is our national reptile, that is Great Indian King Cobra. So how many animals are there in our symbols? Totally we are having 4 animals. What are they? National animal, Royal Bengal tiger; national aquatic animal, Gangetic dolphin; national heritage animal, Indian elephant; and national reptile, that will be Great Indian King Cobra. Again, we are having other animal species that will be called as national bird. National bird. So what is our national bird? Our national bird is Great Indian our national bird is Great Indian Peacock, and for these animals even scientific names will be important, which will be given in the description. Now, so national bird, the national bird will be Great Indian Peacock. Why peacock is the national bird? Peacock is a very elegant bird. Elegant bird means it is a very beautiful bird and known for its dancing. Actually, peacock will not dance. For our children, our parents are that peacock will dance when it is happy, or peacock will dance when it is raining. But for the science, peacock will open its tail when it is either looking for the mate or it is angry. Angry means or it is feared. Generally, when the peacock is feared, then it will be opening its tail. Excuse me. Then it will be opening its tail. That means, so whatever we heard from the childhood, it is a story. Peacock will never dance. Why it will open the tail? It will open the tail to look bigger. When any predator is coming towards the peacock, it will open its tail and it will look bigger. When it will look bigger, generally animals will not attack the animal which is bigger than it. So hence peacock will be having a very big tail. That will be male peacock. And what is the second reason male peacock is having with tail? Male peacock grooms its tails to attack the female peacocks. That is why it will be having a very big tail. As it is an elegant animal, elegant bird, it is our national bird. The second reason why peacock is a national bird, because our most important dynasty, that is Maurya dynasty, from which Ashoka ruled. So what is the name Maurya? Maurya came from a name called as Murya. Who is Murya? Murya is a clan which will be herding peacocks. In Hindi, Moor means peacock, and we have a very great dynasty called as Maurya dynasty, and Ashoka did very great things for India. So as a gratitude to Ashoka, we made national bird peacock as the national bird of India. It is elegant and it is a national bird of Mauryas. In Mauryas, we have someone called as Ashoka. So this 5 list is very important. Any one will be in any of the examination. So this will be our national bird, that is Indian peacock. Let's move on to the other important symbol. Other important symbol is national tree. What is our national tree? Our national tree is banyan tree. What is a banyan tree? Banyan tree is one of the oldest tree of India and mentioned in all our Puranas. See, don't confuse with banyan tree and peepal tree. See, Buddha got enlightened under peepal tree, not a banyan tree. Banyan tree is a different tree from peepal tree. So it is banyan tree. Generally, banyan tree will not be having death. Why death? Because, see, for example, if this is the tree called as banyan tree, this banyan tree will be having something called as branches. This branch will go inside the earth or the soil. Again, from this another tree will be coming. That means a banyan tree will never have a end. In the same way, India cannot have an end, because India is having a very old culture. We cannot say the starting point of India. Hence, as symbolic representation, our national tree will be banyan tree. Banyan tree is not having any. But banyan tree, we cannot trace the initial stage of banyan tree. In the same way, we cannot trace the inception of India. Hence, Indian national tree will be banyan tree, right? And India is the home for world's largest banyan tree, that is Timmamma Mariman, which is expanded over 5 hectares, which is present in the district of Anantapur in the state of Andhra Pradesh, right? So biggest tree in the world, that is Timmamma Mariman, which is also present in India in the Anantapur district. So what is our national tree? Our national tree will be banyan tree. Next, we'll move on to the next symbol. The next symbol is national flower. So what is our national flower? Our national flower is lotus. Why lotus is our national flower? Again, this is represented to the culture. So what is lotus? Generally, lotus is the flower which will be growing in the dirty water. Dirty water means always lotus will be in the dirty water. Even though if I keep some dirt on the lotus, the dirt will be passing away. That means the dirt will be sliding away. No one can keep dirt on the lotus. Even the lotus is in the dirt water, we cannot add some dirt to the lotus. In the same way, India cannot become dirtier. That means we cannot make India dirtier. So as a symbolic representation, India's national flower is lotus. Very great flower, that will be lotus. Some lotus will be very big and most important flower in our Puranas, right? Generally it is represented a god called as Brahma. Hence our national flower is lotus. Next, move on to the other symbol. The other symbol is national fruit. So what is the national fruit? National fruit is mango. What is the national fruit? National fruit is mango. why mango is the national fruit of India? Mango is the indigenous fruit to India. That means India is the first country which cultivated mango, and mango is considered as king of fruits. That means whenever mango cultivation will be starting, all the things will be replaced by mango, and mango is considered as the king of the fruits. Mango is considered as the king of the fruits, and mango is indigenous to India. We have a species called as Banginpalli mango, which recently got GI tag for the Banginpalli mango. That means mango is indigenous to India. And generally, for our understanding, will not come across a person who will not like a mango. Generally, in your friends or in your circle, every person will be liking. For example, some people will not like apple, some people will not like banana, some people will not like custard apple, but most of the people, right? I'm not talking of the exception cases. General human being will be liking a fruit called as mango. So that is why mango became the national fruit of India, right? Now we'll move on to the next symbol. The next symbol will be national sweet. See, even India is having something called as national sweet. What is national sweet? National sweet is jalebi, right? Why jalebi is the national sweet? Here we can get the doubt, why not the other sweets, right? See, generally sweet is a regional thing. Generally, particular region will be having a particular sweet, but jalebi is the only sweet which is present all over India. Starting from Jammu and Kashmir to Kanyakumari, taking from Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh, all the states will be having something called as jalebi. Hence, jalebi became the national sweet of India. Here we should be very careful. Why? Because recently Pakistan is planning to change its national sweet. Actually, its national sweet is Jejeriya. Now it is planned to change into something called as Gulab Jam. So in the near future, Pakistan will change the national sweet into Gulab Jam. Even Pakistan is changed its national fruit juice. National fruit juice will be sugarcane fruit juice of Pakistan. India is not having any fruit juice, but recently Pakistan changed its fruit juice. Are we clear? So what is the national sweet of India? That will be jalebi, because jalebi is present all over the country. Jalebi is present all over the country. Now, so these are the most important national symbols which are frequently asked in the examination. And in the recent current affairs, see, India, very very important, note this point very carefully. India is not having a national language, and India is not having a national sports. India is not having a national language, India is not having a national sport. Why? Because actually our national sport is hockey. Right? Just think among yourselves, you and your friends, just think among yourselves, how many know the rules of hockey? Right? Generally from our childhood we don't know what actually hockey is. That means we are not in the perception of the hockey, we are not in the knowledge of the hockey, so no one knows what hockey is. So if citizens of India doesn't know what hockey is, how hockey can be the national game of India? So recently sports minister removed hockey as the national game. Presently India is not having any national game, and cricket cannot become the national game of India, because cricket, what we play is completely different from actually what is cricket. Generally in our childhood we will be playing cricket like whoever will bring the ball and bat, they will be captains of the team. Whoever will beat the ball, they should bring the ball. They are not the rules of cricket. What are the rules of cricket? Cricket is a very beautiful game which is not actually played in India. So cricket cannot be the national game of India, and India is not having a national game. Second point, what is the second point? India is not having a national language, but officially India is having official languages, right? Whatever languages are in the 8th schedule of constitution, all are the official languages. India is having official languages, but India is not having a national language. It is wrong perception that Hindi is the national language of India. Why Hindi cannot be the national language? See, understand a very simple manner. Generally Hindi is spoken above Vindhyas and Satpuras. If we come below Vindhyas and Satpuras, particularly in the South India, see, take a state called as Tamil Nadu. In Tamil Nadu no one will speak Hindi. In AP no one will speak, anyone cannot speak Hindi, and most of South Indian states cannot speak Hindi. Even in the North Indian states, Hindi is not spoken, the local dialects of Hindi is spoken, right? That means if all citizens are not speaking Hindi, how Hindi can be the national language? Understand in this way, right? So India is not having a national language, India is having official languages. All the language in the constitution of India will be the official languages of India. So India is not having a national game, and India is not having a national sport.
Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like, share and subscribe to our channel, and click on the bell icon for further notifications. Download the Rankas app now for full courses.